Hello students, Standard 8 revision of chapter number 3 in chemistry, synthetic fibers and plastics. In last few sessions we learned about the synthetic fibers. Synthetic fibers means the fibers which are man-made, made chemically. We learn about the different type of synthetic fibers like rayon, which is also known as artificial silk. Then we learn about nylon, and then we learn about the acrylic and the other polyester, etc. Nowadays, the use of the synthetic fibers is very increasing, because there are some special characteristics they have, and then because of that we are using synthetic fibers in place of the natural fibers. So which are that characteristics? Let's check about it. So we know that on a rainy day we use umbrellas. Now think if the umbrella is made up of like natural fibers, cotton or wool or jute. Silk, no, silk is very costly. So now if you use those other materials, then what will happen? It will not get dry up easily. And therefore umbrella is made from the synthetic fibers because they dry up quickly. Similarly, maybe you have noticed that some of the clothes that after washing, within the few minutes they dry up. If you don't even put them in the sunlight, also they will dry up very quickly. Sometimes you take it out from the washing machine, then maybe they look like they are already dried, or maybe a little moisture there. So these are the synthetic fibers, and therefore they are drying very quickly, therefore they are used to make the dress material. So they are very popular for the dress materials, as I told you, they dry up very quickly. Second thing, they are durable, long lasting. Means we can use them for a long time, and they are not getting damaged very quickly. So they are very durable in compare of this natural fibers. So that is also another important characteristic. Third thing, they are less expensive. We already talked about it that wool is very expensive. If you buy the woolen sweaters, pure woolen sweaters, or the shawl, they are very costly. But the same characteristics of the wool is also found in the synthetic fiber like acrylic, we already discussed about it. So acrylic has the same characteristic like the wool, and they are very cheaper also. So in place of woolen sweater, shawl, we can use that synthetic fiber acrylic. Similarly, we also talked about that natural fiber silk, which is much expensive, because it making them, the whole process is very costly. But same characteristic of silk is found in the synthetic fiber rayon, which is also known as artificial silk, because it exactly look like silk. All the characteristics of silk are there in the rayon, which is made from the wood pulp, and it is not expensive, and therefore in place of that silk we can use this synthetic fiber rayon. So we can say that they are very cheap and therefore less expensive. So in place of that natural fibers, these fibers are getting very popular. Other is readily available. It means that we can easily find out them in the market because they are very popular. But the cotton and silk, others, we cannot easily find out them, and thus the synthetic fibers are more useful. Easy to maintain. Easy to maintain means we can wash them very easily, and after wash they are getting dry up also very quickly. So these are the main characteristics, and then we can use them. Similarly, if you can understand by this activity also, take two cloth pieces of the same size, one of these from the natural fiber and the other from the synthetic fiber. Now take two mugs and fill with the same amount of water and soak that different materials in the different mugs. One material which is like cotton or wool, natural fibers, and in the other one you can use the synthetic fibers, material from the synthetic. Then after 5 minutes, take it out and spread them in the sun for a few minutes. Then you will see that those material which is made from the natural fiber will not dry up very easily. But the synthetic fiber, the cloth material which is made from the synthetic fiber, will not have much amount of water remaining. Similarly, the sock also. The natural material will absorb the water also in much amount, and therefore they are not getting dry up very quickly. So after you take out from the container, then you will see that the container in which the natural fiber one was there will have less amount of water, because it will shock, it will absorb more water, but more water will be there in the mug in which we have put that synthetic material. And therefore they don't absorb much water, they dry up very quickly also. Similarly, they do not get wrinkled also easily, some of them. And these are the most useful characteristic of the synthetic materials, which is making them popular. Now, there is a disadvantage also of this synthetic materials. When we heat them, when we give them heat, they are melting easily. And that is the disadvantage. If these materials catch fire, or maybe there is a much hot temperature there, high temperature, they start melting. And then if you are wearing this synthetic material and unfortunately your clothes catch fire, then as they are melting quickly, they will stick with the body of the person who is wearing it. And that is the main disadvantage. And therefore, it is advised that while cooking in the kitchen or working in the laboratory where you are using the burners and all other, or in some factories where the high temperature is maintained, in this situation, you should not wear this synthetic materials. So that is the disadvantage of the synthetic fiber. So at all other places you can easily use this material because of that all characteristics. Only you have to remember that while cooking and working in the laboratory where high temperatures are maintained, in those places a person must not use the synthetic fibers. Now, the other material we are talking about today are the plastics. You are using so many items in your houses. Not only in the houses, but everywhere. If you make a list of the materials, objects made of plastic, you will get a big list. Because plastic is also such a useful material. So what is the plastic actually? The plastic is also a polymer like the synthetic fibers. In the beginning we learned that synthetic fibers are the polymers. Poly means many, mers mean units. When so many same type of units, small units, linked together and make a big atom, that is known as polymer. Polymer is made from the combination of monomer unit. So your plastic is also a polymer. Now, all plastics do not have the same type of arrangement of the monomer units. In synthetic fibers, all the arrangement are same in a fabric. But in the plastic, there are two different types of arrangements can be seen. Some plastics polymer have linear arrangement, means simple linear arrangement. But in some others, there is cross-linked also. You can understand by this diagram. You can see that here it is only a single linear arrangement in a line. But in some of them, you can see that they are cross-linked also. So some plastic will have linear and some of them will have the cross-linked arrangement also. Now the plastic articles are available in very different sizes, shapes. You know why? In fact, the plastic is easily molded. Molded means in any shape if you want, they can be melted and it can be molded in the required shape. Like you can see that different materials we are using: plastic tables, chairs, buckets, bathtubs, washing tubs, plastic containers to store the food items or other plastic bottles. So they can be easily molded. Second thing, recycled. When they are broken, we can recycle them to make other products from that plastic. So they can be recycled, then reused. It means that if it is damaged, we can make some other materials from them to reuse them. So they can be recycled also, reused also. Colored. You can color them in your requirement. Whatever color you like, you can color them also. So that is also the main characteristic of it, that it can be colored easily. Melted. It can be melted also very easily. Rolled into sheets or made into wires. So its sheets also can be rolled. They are made into wires also. And these are the so many characteristics in the plastic which make the plastic very popular and useful. One of the well-known plastic is polythene. You know that polythene bags we are using. It is the polymer of ethene. Poly plus ethene. Means the monomer unit is ethene. And so many ethene units linked together to make the polymer atom, which is known as polythene. Actually it is polyethene. Poly plus ethene make polythene. And it is a well-known plastic which is used for commonly polythene bags that we are using. Now there are plastic also of two main types. There are the thermoplastic and thermosetting plastic. About that and why we are using so many plastic in our daily life, that we will learn in the next session. We are going to finish today's session. Will be followed by the PDF, and if any problem, write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.